So my name is Eleni Tsompanidou. I'm one of the two founders of Cotranspose, a non-profit initiative in the north of Greece. Our main mission and vision is reclaiming inactive spaces in the depopulated villages of the north of Greece, specifically an area called Trigono, which is heavily depleted by the outmigration of the youth. Actually, in the past 10 years, 6,000 people moved out of the area, leaving behind a lot of spaces that are unused and also are kind of an image of this abandonment in the area. So our project, both me and the other founder, are coming of this area. We grew up here and we were very faced with the lack of accessibility, resources, and opportunities for the youth. This was one of the reasons we left ourselves, and we decided to come back in 2022 and start Cotranspose as a way to give back to the community. So what we do is we bring international creatives from multidisciplinary fields, architecture, visual arts, researchers, music, and so on. We host them in the inactive houses in the area and offer them multiple project spaces, again in inactive public or private buildings we get offered, and we bring them in connection with the local communities in order to co-create and transform these spaces from inactive to something lively, where workshops can be offered, exhibitions, and all kind of educational, cultural, and social projects. Okay, it's a little bit cropped. So the project that was selected for the new European Bauhaus, it was one of the prizes of 2024, is the project of Co-llection. And how this project started was by identifying the need for a communal space in a central location in the village where local and international people would come together to exchange. With the help of students from the Hago University of Utrecht in the Netherlands, we conducted research and gathered the needs of both the locals and the international people for what this space should look like and what it should function. And that was the first step for creating a central space where our activities could take place. The next step was we identified the interest of mostly artists, but also other creatives in our project for collecting the local histories, the traditions, and sustainable practices that were taking place in the area, and which, due to the lack of accessibility and resources, have never been recorded. So locally there is no archive, there is no library. The local history is only orally preserved or is preserved through the traditional celebrations throughout the village. So what we saw was that a lot of these artists, researchers, and other creatives were coming in the area. They were conducting research, they were creating work with this collection they would find, but then since there was no way to leave it behind, they will take it with them, taking away the possibility of others to access it. And that's how the idea for Co-llection was born. Is the project we applied with and got selected for the new European Bauhaus Prize. I would like to share the video of it. I hope it is working. In the north of Greece, there is a small... No, internet connection is not good enough. I give it a moment. If it doesn't continue, I can also share the link of the video in the chat. And maybe move to the next slide. But what the video was communicating was a little presentation. Oh, maybe now. Small village called Dikia, a place rich in history. Sorry. But I will be sharing the link on the chat. But the video summarizes a little bit and gives you a little bit more visual of what I was just explaining, the lack of resources of creating. Trying to see if there's a way to go. Story. Of the lack of resources of collecting the local stories. And our proposal was creating a space collection that will be a space for collecting, reimagining, and also engaging people with those stories. And this project has 3 phases: the physical space of collection, which would be located in Steki, our communal central space. What we imagined for was this adjustable, interactive, and inclusive design where both artists and locals could come and collect physical materials, including also living things and multimedia formats, which led us to the second idea of creating a platform, a digital platform where these files could also be categorized, collected, searched upon, but also used as a means for researcher or artists to reimagine the material. This is the proposal that won the new European Bauhaus Prize in the category of regaining a sense of belonging. And from that point on, which was past April, and with the support of the award of the new European Bauhaus, we continue developing the project. The first part, I hope this video is a bit cerebral, but was actually starting to create the digital platform, a digital platform that is locally designed by a group of our team and in collaboration with other initiatives and designers, with the idea to be totally autonomous. We run it on our space, and with the idea to offer a way for people to enter their material in, to search for other material that have already been in collection, but also in the third part to reimagine them in an open canvas where you can pull material from the archive and work with them, adding your notes, adding other material, adding ideas, or even interacting to create an online exhibition space, for example. This platform is already being developed and tested also with users in the design department of how it can become accessible, because we work with multiple ages, from older people to youth, to everyone, international and local audiences. So communication is really important in that sense. So it's being tested currently with all those users, and will later on be served as well as an open source for anyone who would like to use this program. So if someone is interested in it, please let me know. I can also send you more information. And the third part of what we do is the programmatic, of course, part, which is a way for us to activate both the space and the digital interface. We host workshops about usage of the platform and the idea of the archive, which is quite new in the area. As I said before, there is no such place here where locals can contribute with the materials they have collected throughout time, or with their stories, or even find previous things that have happened locally. So one part is, of course, educational. We also create a lot of workshops where they can regain a sense of ownership over their stories and narratorship. So they can start writing, photographing, storytelling, and also contributing slowly to the archive, and of course exhibitions and other participatory events. So that is the general idea of co-llection, a place to collect the local stories, preserve them, but also make them again interactive and contemporary, and invite people to gain a sense of belonging and ownership through them. If there are any questions or anything you would like to discuss, I will be glad to answer them. Thank you.